What's that? Oh, where did I lose it? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the Chandler City Council study session of Monday, February 5th, 2018. I want to welcome everybody. First item on the study session is scheduled public appearances. We have a couple of those this evening. I would ask Councilmember Wong to join me out front of the dais.
Okay, service recognitions. We have 7 employees tonight receiving service recognitions representing 4 city departments. I'd like to ask City Manager Marcia Reed to begin the presentation.
Thank you, Mayor. I would ask Leah Powell, our Neighborhood Services Director, to come forward and make her presentations. Good evening, Mayor and Council. Thank you very much. I'd like to start this evening with recognizing Holli McGaughey. Holli has her 10 years of service. Holli McGaughey began her career with the City of Chandler in February 2008 as a Neighborhood Services Specialist within the Police Department's Code Enforcement Unit. In this position, Holli enforced property maintenance and public nuisance codes on residential and commercial property. In 2010, organizational changes led Holli to become a housing rehab specialist, in which her primary job duties were to oversee the city's housing rehabilitation and emergency repair programs. Holli continued her work in this area until returning to code enforcement as a code inspector in 2014. Today, Holli is working as a community development block grant code inspector with a focused effort on code enforcement in CDBG eligible areas. Holli continues to be an asset to the City of Chandler with her dedication and hard work over these last 10 years. Here with Holli tonight is her husband, Dave, her daughter, Sean, her grandchildren, Jackson, Jade, and Jovan. Congratulations, and thank you, Holli, for 10 years of service. Thank you. Next, I'd like to call up Vivian Rivera for 15 years of service. Vivian Rivera began her employment with the City of Chandler Housing and Redevelopment Division on February 24th, 2003 as a housing specialist. With over 29 years of experience in subsidized housing, 15 of which are with the City of Chandler, Vivian has devoted her career to help house those in need. She has proven to be a top performer and a highly valued employee. Her knowledge and experience are both great assets to the organization, as well as to her clients, which is apparent in how much her clients appreciate her dedication to go the extra mile for them. She handles a caseload of over 200 families and is always kind, composed, and treats every client with respect and dignity. She is instrumental in helping low-income families find affordable housing. Vivian has an outstanding work ethic. She is dedicated to her job and demonstrates a high level of professionalism. Vivian gives her all to her work, and she has a passion for helping others. Vivian lives in Gilbert with her husband, Lorenzo, who is also a longtime City of Chandler and housing employee. And with her this evening, she has her 2 daughters, Selena and Sabrina's boyfriend, Danny, and 1 son and 2 adorable granddaughters who are also here tonight, Isabella and Alyssa. Vivian, we thank you for your years of service and commitment to our department and the community. I would ask Brenda Brown to come forward, our Community Services Director, and make her presentation.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the Council. It's with great pleasure that I would like to invite Inez Perot to come forward and join you. Over the past 30 years, Inez Perot has set the standard for developing relationships with customers and has become the epitome for library customer service. Inez has long been admired for her graciousness, her ability to maintain her composure in any situation, and her camaraderie with her colleagues and customers alike. In her role as a library aide for the Chandler Public Library, Inez has witnessed the library expand from 1 location to 4 and assisted in moving the entire downtown library to its current location. For many years, Inez has been a local favorite at the downtown library, and in 2012, she relocated to Hamilton Library. Inez's duties include issuing library cards, pulling holds for customers, checking in materials, and helping customers find what they need. Inez is also fluent in Spanish and is caring and honest and truly loved and respected by her colleagues, especially me, who I've worked with her twice, starting many, many years ago at the downtown library. The library is very fortunate to have such a valuable employee.
I would ask Dawn Lang, our Management Services Director, to make her presentations.
Okay, I'd like to ask Anna Wilmarth to come forward and be recognized for 10 years of service. Anna began her career with the city in 2008 in the Management Services Department Tax and License Division as a tax and license representative. While in that role, Anna meticulously processed transaction privilege sales taxes, license applications, and provided quality customer service to Chandler taxpayers. In 2011, Anna joined the accounting division as an accounting specialist in accounts receivable, ensuring accurate deposits for the city. In 2014, Anna returned to the Tax and License Division as a revenue collector, working closely with Chandler businesses to provide taxpayer education and promote timely reporting and payment of taxes to help businesses become compliant. In Anna's spare time, she volunteers with her church in various leadership groups and programs. Anna is being supported this evening by her husband, Eric, who's in the audience. And congratulations, Anna. We are very grateful for your hard work and dedication to the city, and we look forward to many more years together. Thank you. Okay, now I'd like to ask Ramani Varada to come forward and be recognized for 10 years of service also. Ramani is our wonderful system analyst in Management Services Administration. She provides expert technical and functional support to the city's critical Oracle financials applications and is considered by many the go-to person to resolve system issues and gets very creative. She takes pride in her work and continually looks for ways to improve our business processes and make things more efficient for our users. As a result, she's been selected by her peers several times as the Quarterly Values recipient and Management Services Employee of the Year in 2015. Ramani is a graduate of ASU, Nachi. She has a master's in accounting information systems and uses those skills every day. She's being supported this evening by her husband. Okay, I just said your name beautifully before this, Srinivas. And her daughter, who actually starts college this fall. She also has a son who attends ASU. In her spare time, Ramani takes great joy volunteering in her community center and helping coordinate events. We are so proud to have Ramani as part of Team Chandler, and we look forward to so many more years together. Congratulations.
I would ask Assistant Police Chief Dale Walter to come forward and make his presentations.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and council members. I would ask that Patricia Arneson from the Chandler Police Department please step down for her recognition of 10 years of service to the city of Chandler. Chris began her career in 2008 as an emergency call taker at the police department. After serving in this capacity for 2 years, Trish moved to the Management Services Division, where she initially served as utility billing representative and later advanced to a lead position. Nearly 18 months ago, Trish returned home to the police department. She is assigned to Field Operations Division and now serves as the Police Administrative Specialist Alarm Coordinator. Trish is the first point of contact for our residents and commercial alarm customers. She helps to educate and guide our residents through the alarm permitting process. Since transitioning to this role, Trish has worked diligently to update the current alarm database while continually striving to improve our processes. Trish has also learned many other facets of field operation and has been a welcome addition to the team. Congratulations, Trish, on 10 years of service. Thank you very much. I would now ask Detective Matt Cassiola to step down for recognition for his 15 years of service with the City of Chandler. Detective Cassiola started with the City of Chandler Police Department on February 24th of 2003. Most of Matt's career has been spent in the Patrol Division, where he received numerous commendations for providing outstanding customer service while performing his duties. In 2007, Matt was chosen to be the Field Training Officer. He spent the next 8 years in the role where he had positive impact on the department, training our new officers. While on this team, Matt not only trained new officers, he started a mentoring program for officers wishing to become field training officers. He was recognized by the National Association of Field Training Officers when he received the Master FTO Award. In April of 2016, Matt was selected to be a detective in the Professional Standards Unit. In the Professional Standards Unit, he facilitated both the Use of Force Board and the Accident and Pursuit Board while conducting numerous audits and inspections. Matt also manages hiring processes for the department. During his career, Matt had received the Medal of Valor, Meritorious Service Award, and Team Awards and numerous commendations. Matt, thank you for your 15 years of service with the Chandler Police Department. Thank you, sir.
Okay, one more scheduled public appearance this evening, proclamation Go Red for Women Month. I'd like to call up Victoria Stinson, a Go Red ambassador from the American Heart Association, who will read a proclamation, and then we'll ask Victoria to say a few words. Is Victoria here? Somebody's here. Got a couple of ambassadors, 5. Fantastic. Okay, proclamation. Whereas in the United States, heart disease is the #1 killer of women, causing 1 in 3 deaths each year, approximately 1 woman every 80 seconds. And whereas in Arizona, on average, nearly 16 women die every day from heart disease or stroke. And whereas women have a higher lifetime risk of stroke than men, with different heart attack symptoms that are often misunderstood, and whereas an increase in community awareness is necessary to encourage everyone to go red, because 80% of cardiac events can be prevented with education and lifestyle changes. Now, therefore, I, J. Tibshraeny, Mayor of the City of Chandler, do hereby proclaim February 2018 as Go Red for Women Month in Chandler, and encourage everyone to be part of the American Heart Association's national movement to end heart disease and stroke in women, because it's not just a man's disease.
So my name is actually Stacy Johnson. Victoria and I are both Go Red ambassadors, but I'll be speaking today. And who I have with me is Travis, my youngest son, Daniel, in the red shirt, and Cooper, my middle son. And so you heard that the movement is the Go Red for Women movement. But heart disease is prevalent in my family, and so all of the men in my family died young. So we are all, as a family, working on community awareness and education to mitigate risk factors. And 80% of your risk factors are mitigated by lifestyle choices. So if you all just make one heart healthy change, We can change this dynamic. And you heard some staggering statistics. In my own personal Chandler-based network, in the last 4 weeks, I have had 1 call a week from a friend or family member who has been impacted personally by a cardiac event. So these are not just numbers that are thrown around lightly. They're right here in Chandler, right here in Arizona. So we all need to take action. I did. Travis, Daniel in the middle, and Cooper. And actually, Daniel and Cooper are official ambassadors. Travis is 1 year too young.
Next year, Travis, next year. Okay, we're going to take your...
Council, I didn't see any items called in for discussion this evening. Did anybody have any question on any item on the agenda? Council, we will be adding one action item for Thursday dealing with authorizing staff to work on a development agreement with a proposed developer for Site 6. So that'll be added to the agenda. And with that, meeting is adjourned.